Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. There has been some majorly exciting new releases in beauty this week and some upcoming things. I want to talk about it, so I wanted to go ahead and do a purchase or pass video today. I don't do these too often, but whenever there's a bunch of exciting stuff, I always like to film these, and we have some really good palettes to go over, so let's go ahead and get started. So in this video, I'm going to go over some upcoming releases. Some stuff may be out already, some stuff not already, and kind of go over my thoughts on them and if it's something I do want to purchase or pass on. And what kind of sparked interest to make this was this new Natasha Denona palette, which I am just so excited for. This is called the I Need a Nude palette, and this is quite literally the neutral palette of my dreams. This looks so stunning. This is described as a cool tone palette with 15 new nude shades in matte metallic, sparkling foiled, and a new wet effect formula. This is going to be $69. It is going to be available actually tomorrow on the Sephora app for Rouge members, I believe, and then it will be available, I think, to everyone on the 19th on Sephora and Natasha's website. Now, if you guys do choose to buy it on Natasha's website, I do have a 15% off code, which is really nice. I believe it'll work on this because it usually works on all her stuff, but my code is Janairo if you plan on picking this one up. I am just so over the moon excited about this. I love all these tones, and a lot of people are saying this is too similar to the Glam. I disagree. I mean, I feel like I'm a neutral girly, so I can spot a lot of differences in neutral palettes, while some people may be like, oh, this just looks the same as everything that's been done. But no, this looks like it's going to be my favorite Natasha Denona palette to date. I mean, as long as the formula is good. But usually her medium palettes seem to be pretty consistent from what I've tried. And I feel like this is like a even more neutral version of the Glam. I feel like it takes aspects of all her neutral palettes, like maybe a little bit of Biba, maybe a little bit of the Glam, to make this just stunning palette that I can see myself wearing every single day. I love that there is like a nice lighter champagne. There's some smoky, grungy shimmers in here and even some bronzy ones. I just feel like it has everything. Plus it has, I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes possibly. I'm hoping that dark brown matte is very pigmented, but the swatches look beautiful. I'm excited. I haven't been this excited over a palette in a while, and this just has all my attention. So this for sure I am 100% getting. I feel like this is getting a great response. When I posted it, a lot of you guys were excited. People seem excited on Trendmood. I think this is going to be a really good one for them. I mean, everyone loves a good everyday neutral palette because if you're like me, that's what you're going to be wearing on the daily. So I'm excited. I'm totally picking this up. Okay, let's talk about another eyeshadow palette. Maybe we'll just knock those out first here. So Urban Decay has sneak peeked their upcoming Naked palette. And this is called the Naked Metal Mania. I really don't like the looks of this one. I don't know what it is, if it's the purple and the yellow together that's just kind of throwing me off. I just don't feel like it looks good. When I instantly saw this, I was like, not really interested in that. And Urban Decay's Naked palettes for me lately have just been kind of blah. I will say, if you do take out the gold and the purpley pink shimmer, you do have a pretty neutral eyeshadow palette, but Urban Decay shimmers are just not on the level for me that I want. So their palettes these days I just don't get too excited for, although it does look nice that they have like a dark brown matte in here, because sometimes I feel like they're always missing a darker shade. But it looks like the black in here is shimmery, so don't really like the looks of that. But yeah, I don't know, the gold and the fuchsia color in here is just throwing me off, and I don't think I'm gonna grab this one because I just feel like if I do, I'm just gonna be disappointed. I don't know when this is gonna be available. It says coming soon. This might be their holiday palette, but I don't know, I'm not really loving the looks of this. By the way, some of these photos are from Trendmood's Instagram, and then some are from Point Click Vibes, which is another account I love following for new releases. She kind of does like a big collage of everything so you could see everything better. But here's the next palette I wanted to talk about, because Too Faced has sneak peeked their upcoming, I think, fall holiday release, and this is the new foodie palette, and it's called Maple Syrup Pancakes. Really cute packaging, I will say. Definitely true to the Too Faced theme. They always do like a foodie fall palette. Now last year they did, was it the pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice or something like that? That was in the cardboard packaging, and this year they're doing cardboard again, which I know it seems to be that whenever Too Faced does their cardboard packaging, it isn't as good as the tin ones. So we'll have to see about this one. I kind of am a sucker for the Too Faced fall palettes, and I usually review them every year. I did not do last year's though, because it was so repetitive last year that I was like, nope, not doing it. But I don't know, this one's like a little bit different. It actually kind of looks like the pumpkin pie palette that I have. Oh yeah, that's what it was called. It was called the pumpkin pie second slice, but I have the original pumpkin pie and I really like that one. So yeah, I don't know. I might actually try this one out. I haven't been that impressed with Too Faced, their last palette, but honestly, the Italian Spritz one was so good for me. So I will try this out because I just feel like it's a fall staple. I have to try the Too Faced palette. I'm kind of interested in the greens in this one, but they always like to throw those random pinks and purples in. I think it could do without personally, but I guess it kind of matches with the packaging. While this isn't a color story I'm like in love, obsessed with, I kind of just want to review it for nostalgia and see how it is. So I think I will go ahead and pick up the Maple Syrup Pancakes palette. Of course, it's supposed to smell like that as well, but there is some pretty shades in here. Like the Fork Yeah color looks so pretty. It's like a smoky taupe. And Kiss My Griddle looks like a really pretty bronze. So hey, maybe this is something I would end up liking. It has the neutral mattes I like a light tone medium and a dark brown. We'll see. We'll see if this is good. It's going to be $54. Of course, Too Faced palettes do tend to go on clearance, like half off, about 3 months or so after release. So you can always hold out for a sale. But if you're like me and you have to have it now, you're probably just going to buy it full price. So I'm probably going to pick this up shortly. Hopefully it is at Ulta soon so I can grab it. There's also going to be a new lip injection Maximum Plump. Did they raise the price on these? Because that seems really expensive at $33 for this one. It is a pretty color. It's like kind of a cinnamony color. It gives a nice tint to the lips, but I don't think I need this one. It would be nice if it came with the palette for the $54, but I don't think I'm going to buy it individually just because that seems a little pricey, and I do have a lot of their lip injections. Okay, this just got sneak peeked today from the brand Made by Mitchell, and they're coming out with these curve cases, which are cream face palettes. I will say I love the design on these. I think the font and packaging is super fun. I'm always kind of intrigued with their products because I love like their packaging and colors that they do, but I just haven't bit the bullet and bought anything yet. But these are beautiful. They include 8 colors with a gloss dewy cream formula that you could probably use all over the face. It says 4 bronze and contour shades and then 4 familiar blush shades as well. There's a fair, a medium, and a deep, which I love that they do the different skin tones. The fair one looks really pretty. I don't know, I'm kind of curious about this, but I just do not need a blush palette. I'm trying not to buy those face palettes anymore. I would buy it if it was like little individual blushes, but I think they might have cream blushes already. I don't know. These do look very glossy though, and again, I have oily skin, so I just don't know if it would work out for me. These do look so pretty though. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I'm very tempted. I really need to try something from the brand, but I don't know if this is the one. Okay, this lunch kind of had me rolling my eyes a little bit, but this is new from Huda Beauty's Glowish line. They are coming out with these super jelly lip balms. Now, there's also these mini eyeshadow palettes, which I'm kind of curious about, but the lip balms, I feel like everyone is doing these. Like Tarte did it, then MAC did it, now Huda's doing it. Why are we all doing the same thing here? I get it that it was probably popular for Tarte, but I don't need a color changing lip balm, so it just doesn't seem that exciting to me, and I just feel like they're a little too late on this trend. What do you guys think? There's 4 colors: a blueberry that's supposed to go from purple to pink, the matcha green, which transforms to a pink, goji berry transforms to orange red, and then coconut applies clear. So I mean, maybe I would be interested in the clear one, but I feel like I can easily pass on those. Now I am curious about these little eyeshadow palettes. We don't have too many up close shots of them, but I mean, I'm curious why they're doing this in the Glowish line and not the Huda line, because usually Huda is known for her eyeshadow palettes. They're these little quads. I do like the green one a lot. I think that's pretty. The other ones I think I could pass on, but that green one, I'm definitely intrigued. These are launching on August 21st. So I think the one I want is called Moss. Okay, Nars is coming out with new Power Matte High Intensity Long Lasting Lip Pencils. They have had lip pencils before, so I'm curious to see how these compare. It says they're supposed to be bold and matte, which I love that for fall. Full saturated pigment, up to 12 hours of staying power, which is awesome. Now I kind of am intrigued by this. I do like Nars lip products. They do come out with quite a bit. It seems like they have a lot of their classic shades in here, plus a couple of new ones. I probably would try this out and use like my points on Ulta to get one of these. I think like the long wearing and the matte with these darker colors for fall is like a perfect idea. I do prefer a more matte finish when it comes to darker berries like this, so I'd be curious in picking up a fun fall shade. These are going to be $30. I do need to step out of my usual nude lip box a little bit. The Bohemian Rhapsody color is kind of intriguing me, calling my name, but these are really pretty colors, so I may end up picking one of these up to try. Brand Kish has this really cute Harry Potter collection, and they usually do like the silk pillowcases, silk scrunchies, and stuff like that, but I noticed something new in here, and they're actually doing this body wash sampler set, and they're little soap body washes. So it's basically a soap, right? I don't know. Like, I feel like that would do the same thing. Comes in this little tin of 4 for $16. There's a chocolate frog, a marshmallow jelly bean, a sherbet lemon, and a candy floss. Like, that sounds so good to me. So, you know me, I love my body care, different scented things. So I definitely want to pick that little set up. I think that's so cute. I always use a soap in the shower and a body wash. Like, I'll sometimes combine scents, and I feel like the price is pretty decent for $16. They're also coming out with the satin pillowcase with the Harry Potter Midnight at Hogwarts is the theme, and then they have the owl one as well, which is pretty cute. I don't really need the pillowcases, but I'm definitely looking at that body wash sampler. Makeup by Mario has launched a new product. I feel like all his stuff is always very viral and talked about, and he's coming out with concealer, and I feel like so many people are excited about this one. I did see it was available, I think, to order on Sephora. If you guys are interested, I'll have it linked with anything available, but this is called the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. It's supposed to visibly lift, blur, and brighten your under eyes with caffeine to depuff. It tightens and smooths as well. Okay, I'm intrigued. I love that it has some different benefits to it. It's medium coverage, buildable formula, crease proof, and long wearing, and it's supposed to be self-setting. Of course, I feel like I will still have to set it just because of my oily skin. There's 22 shades, $29 each. I definitely want to try this. I feel like everyone's been launching concealers lately though, so I've been trying so many good ones this year. But yeah, this is definitely on my list to try, as well as I saw that Haus was coming out with a concealer soon, and of course their foundation was pretty popular, so I think I will probably end up picking up both of those. The Haus one is the Triclone Skin Tech Hydrating Concealer. It's not available till September 7th, so we have a little ways to go on that one, but it's supposed to be revolutionary, hydrating, a clean brand of course, with 20 plus skincare ingredients in the formula. There's going to be 31 shades with 6 shade families and 4 undertones. So of course, I mean, I'm definitely going to have to try this one. I feel like everyone's going to want to do a review on this, but I am curious. I do like the foundation. It's not the best for oily skin, but I can do a little bit more of a hydrating concealer. And again, I love that it has some more skincare benefits to it. So I don't know if you guys follow a lot of indie makeup. I've been talking about quite a bit more on my channel because indie eyeshadows just have my heart lately. They just make some of the best shimmer formulas, and they're just good. Like, I've been very impressed, way more than I have been with mainstream brand eyeshadow palettes lately. And if you guys haven't tried Kaleidos yet, they have a really great eyeshadow formula, but I saw they were releasing a new collection, and it's been a while since we've had something new from Kaleidos, so I was kind of surprised when I saw this because it honestly really did look like the same colors that were in the last one, the last collection they did. I can see a little tiny bit of differences for sure. Like, I feel like the more smoky quad does look a little more up my alley than last year's. Then they have like a more purpley quad. I would probably pick up the Smoky Quad just because I love my neutrals and they have some of the best pigments. I have been seeing some negative talk about the new blushes though being very light. This picture doesn't really show them very well, but there has been some people that got it in PR that did review it already, and yeah, it seems like the blushes are very light, and there's also 7 new lip glazes, so that's a totally new formula, I believe. I could be wrong though, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed to see them being gone for so long, and then when their new release is so similar to the last one, it was just like, oh, okay. Like, I was expecting something new, something more fun, maybe a bigger eyeshadow palette, because I really have been getting into their stuff lately, but yeah, I was kind of disappointed to see this, but I still might try a couple of things from the collection. It says it's available August 17th, so that's today at 8 p.m. on their website. Okay, this launch I'm really excited about. I feel like I have to try this, but Lunar Beauty actually just launched a new setting powder. This is Manny MUA's brand, and I've been very impressed with his eyeshadow palettes. I haven't tried a ton of other stuff from his line though, but I think Allie Dawson said that this powder is amazing, and she's oily like me, so I really want to try this one. It's pore blurring and oil absorbing, yet thin and lightweight, talc free. It's going to be $28. It also includes a puff, and there is 4 shades. There's a pink, a light, a medium, and a deep, and this is available now. I definitely want to try probably the light shade, maybe the pink. I don't know if it would be too bright, but for sure the light, I'll definitely have to pick that up. I know that Lunar Beauty recently started selling in certain JCPenney stores. They have like a whole new section that replaced the Sephora's inside JCPenney that has a bunch of brands. I don't know if they would have the powders though, but I'll probably just have to go ahead and order on the website. So that is definitely on my list to try. I know if Allie likes it, I'm probably gonna like it too. I know so many people are excited about this. e.l.f. is bringing back their Jelly Pop primer that was so popular. I always knew this to be very similar to the Power Grip, and it kind of replaced that, but a lot of people had said that it's not the same and that the Jelly Pop is so much better. I think they said it's better for oily skin. So I do kind of want to grab this one. It's like a dewy primer, so it's going to give you a little bit of a glow, but I remember this being a little bit sticky too, kind of like the Power Grip. I think this is available now. I know it was just for early access, but I think it's available. I'll try to link it. It's going to be $10. Hopefully they're keeping it around for a while and it's not too limited. I know e.l.f. stuff on their website, their new stuff always sells out so fast, so I hope it's here to stay because I do want to pick it up and try it out. We have a new product from Miss Selena Gomez, part of Rare Beauty. They did do a pretty big early fall launch with some new eyeshadow sticks, brow pencil, a couple other things too, and I think this was supposed to be in that launch, but I don't know, it's a little bit later. I definitely want to pick this one up. It's the Brow Harmony Flexible Lifting Gel for $17. I'm very into brow gels right now. I've been loving to do that feathered look, and I love trying all Selena's products. I feel like she always has some good stuff. It says it's a weightless clear brow gel that shapes, lifts, and sets hair in place with flexible hold. This is available, I think it's available now. It said August 15th. I don't know if it was on Sephora when I checked. I know it was on the Rare Beauty site, but I'll have to check Sephora again and see if it is there because I'm definitely going to grab this. I'll have to definitely compare it to a couple of my favorites, like the Too Faced and the Benefit one. Those are some of my favorite brow gels. I want to see if this one is just as good. I did want to mention this new release from Blend Bunny. They're a brand I've kind of slowly started getting into, another indie brand, and they just came out with a new palette. It's called Forget Me Not. And it is available, I think, Friday at 10 a.m. PST. It's going to be $44. There is a brush set as well. At first, I was kind of really interested in this palette. I was like, oh, this is really pretty, very neutral for them, which you guys know I love. I know Blend Bunny has really great mattes and shimmers, but I kind of wish this had a little more shimmers to it because it includes 4 very light toned shimmers, and now that I saw the sneak peeks for the Natasha palette, I feel like I'm definitely way more drawn to the Natasha than this one. I mean, I feel like this one would be good if you're kind of wanting mostly all mattes and then just want to throw something on the lid for a light highlight. I know it's supposed to be like a versatile eye and face palette, so you can use these for highlights with those shades too, and maybe some of the matte shades as bronzers. I don't know, at first I was excited, but now I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I need it. I feel like maybe I would pick it up on a sale, but it's just not really something I have to have right now, especially with the new Natasha palette coming out. And the last thing I will mention is another lip product. Milk Makeup just dropped these lip oil glosses, which sound kind of interesting. They're called the Odyssey Hydrating Non-Sticky Lip Oil Gloss for $22. I feel like everyone wants to have a lip oil, so now they probably started with the gloss and now they're probably like, let's call it lip oil, just because that's trendy, kind of like what Rare Beauty did. But I don't know, I'm curious to try one of them. Maybe it's supposed to be high shine and non-sticky. I kind of like the shade Trek as well as Work Trip. Those are kind of calling to me. They do have some lip swatches on their page, but they all kind of look very similar on, with the exception of some of the deeper tones. But yeah, I may end up picking one of these up to try. I am a sucker for a good lip oil, so that one's on my list to try, but it's not something I need to have right this second. But unless I start hearing some really good things about it, I may pick it up before it sells out. So I already filmed this whole video and I just saw one more thing that I just had to mention. This is for my fragrance lovers, and Sol de Janeiro is coming out with a new fragrance mist. I buy pretty much every one of their releases and I have yet to be super disappointed in anything they make. They just know the way to my heart. A lot of their stuff is very sweet, fruity, very fun, and I'm all about that. So the scent that's coming out is called After Hours, and this says it's warm florals with velvety notes, so definitely seems very fall-like. Has notes of blackcurrant, midnight jasmine, and amber woods. It's going to be $24. I really don't see them making anything that is too floral. I'm really excited to smell this blackcurrant note. I feel like it's going to be a deep, fruity type of scent with maybe a little bit of woodsiness in there. I think it's going to be good. I can't wait. It says it'll be available August 23rd on their website and Sephora, so I'll be picking it up. Let me know if you guys want to see a review on that one. I just wanted to go over some exciting new stuff, some really cool palettes coming out, and some other makeup items. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys are excited for, what you're picking up, what you're passing on. I always love hearing your thoughts on these things as well. But I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.